Warning: this video will contain the first season's finale and the manga from chapters 88 to 118. Hi! So, I read the manga chapters from where the anime left off, and I read up until chapter 118. So much crazy things got revealed to me that I legit lost my mind. Like, my mind was a mess when I tried to sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about chapters 88 until 118. But first, let's have a recap of where the anime left off, shall we? Dear Guita, Remlin, and Rudo head out for a field trip to Canvas Town as Corvus's mission, but they didn't know that Engine and Bro was tailing on them to keep an eye. Oh yeah, Fu also followed them. He's there too. Back in Cleaner's HQ, some Hellguards came to visit and one of them sat down to talk with Corvus. Kyoka Nijiku, the red lead right here, said they have arrived to take away the sphere right, Rudo. They needed him so they could learn about the sphere and hope to fill in the history between the sphere and the ground. Speaking of Rudo, back to him and the others, they finally arrived at Canvas Town. Remlin also showed them the murals from previous spellcasters, and it was revealed that one of the friends of the first spellcaster was the creator of the Watchmen series. His name was Canis Surbrek, Rudo's ancestor. After the end credits, we finally get to see Amo again, but unfortunately she's chained up in a dungeon. When she looks up, hoping it was Rudo, a long-haired figure appeared outside of her prison, and we get a closer look on the figure's face. The first season of the anime technically ended on chapter 87, but the cliffhanger after the end credits was kinda a mix of chapter 88 and 89, with the reveal that Amo was trapped here this whole time and the long-haired figure being there. But in the manga, it wasn't very clear on who it was, while the anime... Yep, I know who that guy is. Oh no, I'm my precious daughter. I can't, man, I can't. After all she's been through, why does she have to suffer like this? Why? Phoo! Anyways, this is the start of what other Gachi fans called the Information Broker arc. Nyam. Since Rudo wanna find Amo, he asks Corvus about his information broker. Meanwhile, somewhere else, we meet another raider who has headphones on named Momoa. Later, other raiders arrive, the ones we recognize. And... oh no! They're also after the information broker. Chapter 92. Tamsi's Day Off. It's Tamsi's day off, so he's heading to town. On roller skates! When he's there, he saw a guy beating up another guy, but he just passed by and smiled. That's something Johann Lieber will do, not gonna lie. He got a very interesting magazine for Semiu. After that, walked by a sweets shop and thought getting cake was a good idea. Eventually, Tam sees somewhere that looks like a dungeon. And then... dun! He's the one that imprisoned Amo! Amo has been starving and wanna eat cake, and oh, he had the audacity to eat the cake he brought right in front of her! That twink will pay! That evil twink will pay! Yeah, I actually knew already, since the anime finale kinda made it clear, at least for me. But I'm still upset he hurt my daughter, okay? Anyways, Rudo, along with Engine, Gris, Rio, and Folo, who's there too, finally meet Kuro, the information broker. I think it's interesting that he doesn't seem to have fingers and has pointy ears. Now this guy is really an information broker, cause he knows so much information that makes me think, how did he even get them? Rudo and the others ended up playing tag with him cause it's payment for information, but then bunch of trash beasts decide to show up and bother them. Kuro says he's not a giver, which confused me. If he's not a giver, then how can he know so much information? While the givers of the cleaners deals with the trash beast. The raiders shows up. Kuro knew, by the way. So remember Momoa, the raider with headphones? Those headphones are actually her vital instrument. When activated, she can hear the memories of the person she's touching. That's kinda like how Pakunoda's Nenobili works in Hunter x Hunter. Kuro knows about that too. Man, what does Kuro not know? So anyways, there's so much trash beast and the raiders are also there on top of that. Poor raccoon baby Fu's shivering in fear, but when Gris finally gives him an order... it's heat time! I never want to take responsibility again. That's why I live my life only according to someone else's orders. Because that way, the responsibility belongs to someone else, and I don't get hurt. Oh, he just like me. He just like me for real! Yeah, so he switched bodies with the spirit from his doll. The trash beasts have the cleaner surrounded, but no need to fear. Rudo, who's riding on a trash beast, is here. And with the power of the old marker Remlin gave him, thinking about Remlin, and determination, he summons a giant ink Remlin. This might be Bendy and the ink machine, guys. Eventually, the cleaners arrive at a jungle no man's land called Tori. Kuro's there waiting for them, but it's a trap! A trash beast wakes up, and Rio got horribly injured by said trash beast, so Gris carries her to safety. Kuro got himself a mysterious chest, and here's the part that's so smart. So Kuro was between Rudo and Follow, right? Since Rudo's supposed to be the one that catch him, he runs towards Follow, but here's the twist. That wasn't Follow, that was Rudo! He switched clothes with Follow! But Follow goes crazy with the watchman gloves on, so Rudo quickly took them off and wore them on himself. Interesting. Kuro offers Rudo to use the mysterious chest he got to defeat the trash beast and, hey, I thought you don't have any fingers? Rudo bargains to get another piece of information from him, cause his stunt got Rio horribly injured. Kuro agrees and hands the chest to Rudo. Hey, wait a minute. Rudo used the chest and it turns into a mimic. Not that mimic, but this mimic. The chest monster ate the trash beast whole, so hooray! Now here's one of the crazy things that got revealed to me. What's inside of the mysterious chest was a letter by Rudo's ancestor, his last will and testament. I couldn't do it. I couldn't stop the humans. All I could manage was to bury them. My children, your father has to go to break this chain. So please, live happy lives. What's crazy to me is the fact that Candace had the same arm marks as Rudo, which got me thinking that it must have been generational or something. What happened in the past? Couldn't stop the humans from what? Making the pollution worse? Break what chain? What's all scribbled up? Uh-oh, Momoa's here! She's hearing Kuro's memories and judging from what she says, it's pretty weird that Kuro has so much memories even if he's an information broker. But it seems he also has memories that aren't his. And here's another crazy thing that gets revealed. He knew Rudo's ancestor. And another crazy thing. Kuro has been around for more than 100 years, back before Trash Beast became a problem. Kuro knew Momoa would enter his memories, so he prepared a memory like a pre-recording of him talking with her. Then Kuro gives her brain overload. This is me when lots of crazy information gets into my head while reading the manga, by the way. Yum. Sodo seems to care for Momoa that he's mad as hell at what Kuro did to her, but he ended up accepting to wait a month for information and flies away with Momoa in his arms. And so, their mission in Tori is over. Back in HQ. Ugh, Tamsi. But aw, look at Semyu. She's happy with her new magazine. It's the TV guy. He kinda looks like a Captain Underpants villain. Rio's doing okay now in the infirmary of the South Branch, and we finally get to meet Mildreda and Mirage. Kuro visits Rio so he could apologize for causing her to get seriously injured, which I appreciate. So nice of him. Meanwhile, Tamsi, goddamn canes. Rudo and the other cleaners are finally in the location where Amo's being held at. They enter the dungeon, and then there she is. They finally find the lost girl. Oh, my daughter! She's finally safe! They got the chains off and Amo finally gets to feel warmth. Finally gets to feel safe. And then, another crazy thing gets revealed. You came to rescue me too. She doesn't remember that Tamsi's the one who made her suffer in the dungeon. Okay bro, wow. We get it, you're evil, but do you really gotta smile like that? Okay, here's the craziest reveal that had my mind in shambles. After saying goodbye to Amo back in the Lady of Penta arc, Tansy left a trail of string behind in her tower. After she closed the door, a puppet made out of Tamsy's string was formed.
Wait. Dude, wait a minute, hold on now. Oh, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. What?
Okay, so I was right about Tansy having a puppet. I had a theory that the one who kidnapped Amo was the angel, and when I saw Tansy was outside of her prison, my conclusion was that Tansy and the angel were in cahoots with each other, or Tansy was controlling a puppet. I was kinda right for both of them, but what I didn't expect was that he was the one that killed Recto. What? Amo wakes up in the infirmary of Cleaner's HQ. Rudo later gives her back her boots, and she felt relieved that her treasures are with her again. Who in the world could have possibly done such things? Oh, shut up, Tansy! Also, turns out, the reason why Amo doesn't remember is cause Tansy altered her memories with Recto's Watchman notebook. Another crazy thing revealed. This made me wonder, if that's what the notebook was for, why did Recto use it? But then I remember that a vital instrument works differently depending on their user. Like for example, Amo's boots were for stomping before, but when they became hers, her boots release a smell that can trick minds. So, what was Recto jotting down when he visited the city folks' side? 2 days ago, right after working hard to get information, Rudo finally receives the location of Amo's whereabouts. And since Rudo deserves it, Kuro was about to give him another piece of information. Information about the person who created the chokers. Which he doesn't have. This pissed Rudo off, but Kuro got a reason. So he hands out a note that says, "The choker maker is listening." Well, that wasn't exactly what was written, but yeah. In the note, he said the choker maker can listen through their chokers, and he also gave clues on how to find the guy. But Rudo can't let others know, except Engine because he already saw the note. After I learned of this piece of information, I'm really concerned for the choker maker guy, cause literally everybody and their mama in the ground owns a choker, so poor guy must be overstimulated and must have heard so much weird things. Rio's all healed up, so she's headed back to the cleaner's HQ, leaving Kuro all alone in the infirmary. He opens the window and suddenly transforms into a freaking crow. What? So if you watch my Corvus video, I've said that I thought the crows were Corvus's familiars. Then someone commented saying they liked that theory of mine, but I replied with, "Yeah, but the only thing crow about him so far is just his name. Reading the manga chapters from where the anime left off, I'm starting to think that the crows as familiars thing is true for another character cause he knows so much information somehow. Also, thank you!" Dude, first my theory about Tansy having a puppet or being cahoots with the angel, and now my theory of Kuro being related to the crows that keep appearing. Damn. That's crazy. Let's be silly with Papa! They're discussing about the choker maker and gestures. Kuro said to not let the other cleaners know, and they can't speak out loud or the choker maker will listen. They also can't just take their chokers off cause it'll be sus. So, they resorted to using gestures. Rudo has a talk with Corvus in his office, and then he tells him that the cleaners weren't just formed to clean up the trash bees, but to solve the mysteries of the world. Like the Red Lady, Corvus also wants to learn about the lost history of the sphere and the ground, but since the ground's full of trash and trash bees exist, the cleaners were formed to clean them up and find clues. When he was explaining the different reasons of why people joined the cleaners, there's a thing that I thought was funny and another thing that I thought was sad. Some are looking for power. I see Zonka and Folo, and the funny thing is there's something poking out here and it's that deer? Why is little bro looking for power? And the sad thing is when he says, "Some want a place to belong," showing Rio. Aww. Then Corvus straight up says he's using the cleaners. Well, he's aware that he sends the cleaners to danger, and he's also aware that he's not really righteous for that, but he says he wanna keep going for his friend. And then he straight up says to Rudo he's also gonna use him for exposing the world's secrets, and offers his hand. And Rudo's like, okay, so this guy's really a gentleman, but he says he's using me straight to my face, and I think he's still hiding things from me. But despite that, Rudo still trusts him. So he daps him up, and what he said after that made Corvus's tattoo tear up. If Corvus turns out to be evil or does something really bad, I'm gonna shoot myself. Oh yeah, Zoldo was part of a spear worshipping cult as a kid. By force. He also had a sister, and after his flashback was shown, Zoldo's staring at sleeping Momoa. Does he see and care for Momoa as a sister? Folo went to give Rudo a spare uniform, but he declined, saying his old uniform is still usable and fixable, which ticks Folo. As he walks away, we see his memories of people he talked to. One guy called supporters the cleaners expandables, another guy asks what's the point of fighting trash beasts with no giver powers, one lady thinks givers are weird, and finally, we see a kid saying they want to be a giver and join the cleaners while holding the hammer that Folo has now. Then, Folo threw Rudo's extra uniform to the floor. Well, that was kinda weird. I know he wants to be a giver, but what was that just now? Was he feeling jealous? Was he upset that the supporters are seen as lower than the givers and the cleaners? Was he upset that givers are looked down upon by normal people? Next chapter! I got jump scared by naked Rio. What a way to start the chapter! Rio's finally back at HQ and Semyu doesn't look so hot. But don't worry, she got her health supplements. And Fu's here too. Rio went to look for Rudo and found him talking with Amo in the infirmary. Aww. Rio doesn't seem to be happy about that. So like, is she feeling jealous? Or she cares for Rudo and doesn't trust Amo? Rudo later leaves, leaving Amo alone with Rio, and I'm concerned what she's gonna do. Back to Folo, he picked up the uniform he threw and went to Rudo's room to put it there. But when he went in, he saw Rudo's to-do list on the corkboard, which he wasn't supposed to, cause that corkboard has a plan of finding the choker maker, and Kuro have said not to tell the other cleaners. And that's where the chapter ends. That's all so far. I guess this video is more like a plot summary, and there are probably already many videos like this out there, so I hope my way of retelling of the chapters was entertaining. I also just want to express my thoughts, questions, and reactions to the story, especially the crazy reveals like what? I want to try doing a Q&A, so please feel free to ask me stuff about Gachiakuta or about me in the comments. I'll reply there. By the way, I did a poll on Instagram asking if Rudo or Captain Underpants would win, and most people voted for Captain Underpants. So I drew this, an epic but very random crossover. If I said anything wrong or missed something, please let me know in the comments below. Bye bye!